Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First play and a first pass for Murray. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. First carry for James Conner. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Conner. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Murray now. And that will be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. They're going to run. Here's Conner. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
One, ready? Check back 12. 11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 37. Check 37.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Bengals at 8-8 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
11. Let's see. Check.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
I got you, boy. Check the backer. 11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Let's go, team. 12. 11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint. 11 MT. 11 mighty.
They run for it with Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So much for just falling forward for a yard on 4th and 1. They got a big chunk play.
They certainly did, didn't they? And you would think as a defensive front, you just stack the line of scrimmage and create no space, right? But how about his vision? Finding where there was a hole, finding where there was a gap, and making sure he hurdled his way through it.
That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
11.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught.
Complete to Joe Mixon. Taking it back at the 32.
On second down, here's Mixon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
We got 4. We got 4. Check back 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And some room to roam now. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to, because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
We're scoreless after 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Bengals nothing.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Here's Burrow. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. picked off by Marco Wilson.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he's brought down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Watch the whip.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
So that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 74 yards rushing now for Conner and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner. than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. His throw incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Murray going to throw. And this will be swung out here for counter. They had a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Burrow. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Murray. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Murray now on first down. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before half from Murray. Touchdown! Rondale Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Bengals nothing.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Here we go. 180. Nice hot. Hot. Get in there. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback. But maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there is no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 30 on 2nd down. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
11, Thomas. Charge the mic. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Like 12.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returning it is Moore. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. He'll field this at the 5. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To Mixon on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now it's Burrow. And And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Murray now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they could try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Check, 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 check.
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
2nd down and 3.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Get your swarm on. Mike 12. Mike 12. I got it. 12's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Burrow will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it is 42-0.
42. Bengals nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Murray. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray a give. This is Connor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do? And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Check, 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 check.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Cardinals, they get the victory in the season finale, but it will still mean a sub-500 season as they finish at 8-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Got your best friend hanging out the